we're going to get back to Chennai, where the Aayana Dance Company is gearing to present a double bill evening of Dhruva and Yellige. And we have with us Manognya. He's here with us, and I'm so excited. Hi. Did I send it? I just saw your message that you asked me to send it to your personal account.
Not to my personal. I think this is perfect. This is on Aayana.
Sorry. I think my eyes also are defective right now. Hello.
No. Hello.
Hi. Okay, I don't think you need any introduction because as soon as you have joined, the number of followers has also gone up to 177. So welcome, Manognya, and thank you for bringing so many people to the Aalaap Instagram Live.
I'm also quite surprised, actually, but thank you for having me. And third interview in a row. I hope you're not exhausted.
Not at all. Not at all. The night's still young. So,
absolutely.
So, Manognya, are you excited to perform at the Krishna Gana Sabha as part of YJF?
We are very, very excited. You see us there every year, so you know it's a special place for us. The moment we started earning any money from dance, the first thing we did was buy ourselves tickets to Chennai many years ago. Even when we couldn't afford it. Sorry, I think I got a call. Bought ourselves tickets to Chennai and came and sat in the Krishna Gana Sabha for the Natikala conference. And ever since then, it's been a yearly ritual. First time we came, we were 3 of us. Now every year we bring like 70 of our friends and our students, and we make it a party.
Absolutely. And the Natikala conference is never complete without the Aayana party. Okay, so trust me, we are looking forward to having you guys with us this time as well.
Absolutely.
Right. So, Manu, tell us a bit about Dhruva and Yellige. I know that there is a concept note that we've been sharing, but really tell us a bit about these performances and why you believe that Chennai must come in large numbers and watch this performance.
So, Dhruva and Yellige are both very personal projects. A lot of us who know or have been familiar with our work know that we've named most of our productions after our dogs. We have 5 dogs: Partha, Dhruva, Atharva, Benki, and Bubu. And they've each come into our lives at a juncture where we needed them, and they've saved our lives absolutely with their love, resilience, kindness. And Dhruva is actually our second puppy. So she went through a lot as a puppy. She was a rescue, and she had a lot of injuries, and then she had like this fatal disease, and then she got over it. So she's a survivor. So she's always inspired us to keep the faith. So, and Dhruva, the word also means faith, from the Dhruva Nakshatra. So back in the lockdown, when we needed to do something to give ourselves some faith and some hope, these were the pieces that we didn't work on, but we started singing and dancing just for the joy of it.
Right.
And they were all on Hanuman. So it became this beautiful string of musical and dance experiences that tied us personally to the idea of hope and strength. So that's what Dhruva is, and ever since its inception, it has. So every time we perform Dhruva, we've performed Dhruva in villages, we've performed Dhruva in Rome and in USA. Every time we perform Dhruva, the day we arrive at the venue, we see an idol of Hanuman somewhere, either at the back of an auto, or even in Rome, there was a statue of Hanuman hanging in that car, in the cab that we were taking to the auditorium. So we believe that Hanuman is with us, cheering us and being with us, dancing all the way. So that's what Dhruva is.
Wow, that's fantastic. And what about Yellige? Yellige literally means where, right?
Where to? Yeah. So Yellige in Kannada means where to? Where are we going? So Yellige is honestly started out.
Loaded question.
Yeah. So for us, I think Yellige has been a concept in the running or an idea in the running for many years. So we've always asked, when we sit in a car and we feel really happy and we want to know what's next, we scream Yellige, and I'm going to give you the tone in which we actually scream it. So it's been for we go Yellige! I mean, it's just a thing that we do to each other in the car, and we feel really happy. It's like our war cry. So Yellige, more than one production in one point of time, is actually going to be for us every 1 or couple of years. We're going to take stock with who are we as people, who are we as artists, what do we want to say in that moment of time, and what inspires us in that moment of time, and create works that are a spectrum of those ideas. So it has the repertoire of Yellige sounds very traditional. It's an Alaripu, it's a Shabdam, it's a very powerful Kannada track called Pavamana, which is like a household song in Karnataka. Like this is something that is like a bhajan almost, and people sing it and find power and prayer. But the Alaripu is inspired by Barbie, the movie. Shabdam is inspired by this beautiful form of poetry in Kannada poetry called Kaggas, which was written by D.V. Gundappa and has an incredible humor element to it. And Pavamana talks about mental health. So all three concepts kind of tie into who we are as people. It's honestly, it's an outpouring of a spectrum. Like even before we start performing on that day in Krishna Gana Sabha, I think we're just going to stand there and apologize to everyone, saying because we're going to unload in front of you. I hope you can take it. So it isn't too performative in that sense. It's not meant to be showy. It's something that we have to share with the audience on a deeply emotional level, and I hope people will like it.
Fantastic. Just one question that occurred to me actually too, but I'm just going to stick with one. Is that you talk about it being a personal project, but also it is Aayana is a collective, right? It's a group of people. So how can you tell us, Mano? How does the personal become the collective, and how does the collective also therefore become personal?
A fantastic question. See, by virtue of spending so much time with each other, and when you spend time, you also have deeply uh, collectively rooted experiences together. So it kind of grounds you in those core memories along the way. But that doesn't necessarily mean we all share the same perspectives about life, or even art for that matter. So we all have different tastes. We all have different. Uh, I don't know, sometimes opinions even maybe. But for some reason, I believe, all of us believe that at the end of everything, the universal human condition is in fact universal. That whether you're looking at Shakespeare's sonnets or we're looking at Jayadeva's Ashtapadis, the feeling of love is constant. The feeling of longing is constant. So we are honest to each other about that. That at the base of all of it, we all function on the same drives. We're all human beings with the same fears, anxieties, victories, superpowers, all of these things. So as long as we can be honest to each other about that, we're able to converse and through that communication arrive at experience that means something to each of us. It can mean differently to different people, but it means the meaning collects us. That the fact that that experience or that idea or that memory holds meaning to us. Good meaning, bad meaning, different meanings, but it holds meaning. So our core values in that sense can become really can become really collective, and also there's an empathy involved. Like I might not have gone through something that my friend might have gone through, but as a human being and a fellow person in their life and their journey, I can also always not empathize, but be with them in that process, and hence it becomes more beautiful because we go through it together.
Fantastic. So, what I'm taking back, Mano, is classical, contemporary, collective, conversations. It's like the four C's, and yeah, and I'm just going to echo what someone who was online just said. Chennai can't wait. So, really, really looking forward to your performance. And for those who don't know, tickets are available on tickle.com. And I'm hoping, Mano, you'll also give us a shout out
Absolutely.
to the YTS.
Absolutely.
And hopefully, we'll have a great audience and we'll all really collectively watch this collective sharing of personal expressions. Thank you so much, Mano, and wishing you the very best.
Thank you so much, and thank you to the Krishna Gana Sabha also for having us. And you've always been such a strong rock for us in Chennai. So thank you for having us.
Most welcome. Most welcome.